And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. For the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Giants nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go! 50, plant. I got it. Let's go.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Oh, he's getting the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
70.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Come, get it.
From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Throwing Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as it. These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York Clark set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, box truck. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Giants get their first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. X3. Go.
From midfield, here's Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Now Manning. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 27 yards there. A first down. Into the red zone now. Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Manning now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now, this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Orbit. 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Rose's. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Let's go, baby.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, Brown 80! Middle. Recon, 132 fighter. Alert 3.
Now McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bills continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Topper! All day, dude.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check 26, check 61. Matchbox lights. Hit it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Go!
Now Jones, off play action. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's White. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Hauschka adds the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Get it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 23 yards, the final tally. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of
blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, lock it. Hey, wahoo! On the hit it.
Now Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Blue draw Corkers.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 34-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
31's the mark. Coming this way. Here we go.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dig, has got to be priority one.
Foul Saquon Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. Rosas good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
5 wide. 31's the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Rush in. Hey, Alpha. Rush in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards him.
And this is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down. 70. Indy. What? I'm coming after you. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. White now to return. call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And here's Allen throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Allen now looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
With things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Charlie.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Go. Duty base. Topper.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 24, Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hopper. It's good there. Short.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Get ready. Set, ready, and read. Target. 52's the mic right here, over there. Come on. 2's the mic. Hey, tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills head on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Let's go now. 60 or. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pull it high. What we got? Smooth. Ready?
Here's Jones, operating from the gun, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard.
Ready.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Watch Leo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, open man right side is Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. Third down here. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. On second and goal, Jones under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? It's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons, trying to get